I am so excited for this episode. I've been looking forward to doing this one for a few months now because today we are going to be talking all about holiday gift ideas specifically for adult ballet dancers. So, this is kind of a compilation of all of my favorite products that I have been using for the last few months, the last year. Some of them I've even been using for like 3 years, 4 years. So, these are all of my best recommendations for things that you could give to fellow dancers, dance teachers, or yourself. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. So, the first item I want to tell you guys about is upcycled point shoes by Point Rev. So, this is a small business run by a fellow adult ballet dancer named Emily, and she takes used point shoes and upcycles them into literal works of art. So she'll take a pair and she'll do things like line the inside with really beautiful fabric, do lace overlays, add rhinestones, add pearls. She really turns them into something that is beautiful to display in your home. So you can either buy pairs that she has already done on her Etsy shop, or what I think is so cool, and actually what I'm planning to do, is you can send her in a pair of your shoes and she will upcycle them for you. So if you have a pair that's sentimental to you, like your very first pair or a pair that you wore for a particular performance, you can send them into her and she will turn them into a work of art that you can display. I want to put mine in like a shadow box, do something fun like that. So that is the very first gift idea on the guide. I will link all of her information in the show notes. So if you're interested in buying a pair or sending a pair, you can get in touch with her. The next item I wanted to share with you guys is the Cozy Dancer Ballet Journal. So this is a gorgeous hardcover journal with the Cozy Dancer logo embossed in rose gold, and it also has a pen holder and a ribbon bookmark. And inside there are prompts to help you set goals, as well as a section for each week where you can record feedback and corrections and notes from class. And I just think this is such a great gift for the new year. I love setting new goals and being able to track and record in a journal. So, if that's something that you also do, or it's a practice that you want to start, I think this is a great gift either for yourself or a fellow adult dancer. The next item on the list would make a great stocking stuffer, and that is Frenchie's hairpins. So these are velvet coated, and I absolutely love these because if you, like me, have long hair or thick hair or both, these are an absolute game changer. Because they have the velvet coating, they really, really hold your hair really, really well. I actually was unable to do a French twist successfully ever until I got these hairpins. So I highly, highly recommend these. I also think that they pull less and tend to cause less damage to my hair as I'm taking them in and out because they have this velvet coating. Right now, these are 20% off on Amazon. So I will also link these in the show notes because if you're looking for something that's a little less expensive that you want to be able to give maybe to all the girls at your studio or your ballet teacher, or if you have a daughter who dances, this is a really fun and practical gift that won't break the bank. The next item on the list, which will come as no surprise to you if you follow me on Instagram, is Meshy Tights by Jewel Dancewear. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see I am holding up three pairs of tights. I have three of these. I have a pair in purple, a pair in blue, and a pair in black. And I absolutely love these more than any other tights I've ever owned. They're a little bit thicker and more durable than normal tights. They have this gorgeous back seam that I think is so, so flattering. And I love that they do fun colors because pink, I don't know. I mean, if you're taking multiple classes a week, I feel like pink sometimes gets a little bit boring. So why not have a pair of blue tights and a pair of purple tights? Like it just seems like way more fun. So I am a huge fan of these. They also tend to last a lot longer than normal tights because, like I said, they are a little bit thicker, a little more durable. They don't get runs or snags nearly as easy as traditional tights. And I have just absolutely loved mine. I've washed them a ton, I've worn them a ton, and they have held up great. Actually, my first pair I even got used. And so that just goes to show you they held up through a previous owner, and now I own them and they're holding up great for me. So I love these, and I think they're such a fun way to add a little bit more visual interest to your outfits than just boring plain pink tights or even plain black tights, because even the black pair has this gorgeous back seam and they're a little bit more sheer than traditional black tights. And so they give this really, really flattering definition to your legs. Like, you can see all of your muscular definition through the tights, even though they're black. So I prefer these just to like standard black tights. I think they're gorgeous. I also love that Meshi's tights are a bit compressive, so you feel really held and pulled in them. And I also think that they tend to be a little bit more adult ballet friendly in sizing. Like, I actually wear my typical street clothes size in Meshi tights, whereas I tend to have to size up multiple sizes in traditional tights. So if you are a curvy girl, these are a great product. Actually, we talked about these specifically in the episode where we talked about dressing for adult ballet bodies. These are a great product that you will not have to crazy size up in to accommodate your curves. So just another reason that I love Meshies. This is just honestly such a great brand overall for adult ballet dancers. So if you haven't checked out Jewel Dancewear, you definitely should, and I will put all the information in the show notes. Right now, they have given a 15% off discount code to after class. So if you are a listener of the podcast and you want to try Meshies or any of their gorgeous supportive leotards, you can go to their website, which I will include in the show notes, and use the code afterclass15 and you will get 15% off your order. So it's a great time to try them. Next on the list is the Cora wrap by Ruby Aware. So I have this wrap in both cream and gray. I will show you guys the gray one right now on video if you're watching on YouTube. And this wrap is so soft. I absolutely love this as a lower back warmer. You can also wear it as a shawl. You can wear it lower on your waist. But for me, as someone who tends to have kind of a sticky low back, I love wearing this. And the thing that I like about this wrap, as opposed to some of the other brands I have tried, is this one is a little bit sleeker to the body. It's not quite as bulky as some of the other wraps I've tried. So if you don't like that look of a lot of excess bulk, but you want the additional warmth and the additional layer of a wrap, I think this is a really good one to try. It's moderately stretchy, and it's on the thinner side, on the sleeker side, but without sacrificing warmth. So honestly, whenever I wear this wrap around my low back, I get a full sweat ring around the spot where it's tied. So I know it works. I feel it. So I definitely recommend the Cora wrap by Ruby Aware. They also have some gorgeous color options. I opted for cream and light gray because I like to have colors that I feel like I can mix and match with all of my different leotards. So it's kind of nice to have more of the like neutral basic colors, but they also have some gorgeous colors that are a little bit more fun. So if you're into that, I will definitely include the link. And they also have given me a discount code to offer to you guys. So if you would like to try their wraps or their gorgeous leg warmers, that's kind of what Ruby Aware is known for, is their leg warmers, but I think their wraps are just as fantastic. But you can use the code BusyBun10 for 10% off your order from Ruby Aware. But I highly recommend this Cora wrap. I think it is a great layering piece for winter, and it will definitely keep you warm on those chilly studio days. All right, so the next item on the list is a bit more on the practical side, but I honestly think that practical gifts are kind of where it's at, especially for adult dancers. So I want to talk about Apollo compression products. So I have right here the Jewel socks and the leg warmers. So first I want to talk about these Jewel socks because these are my most worn item. They are definitely the Apollo product that I wear most, the compression product that I wear most. And I love these specifically because they have a cutout for your heel and your toes. So you can totally wear these with point shoes and also even with just normal ballet slippers if you're someone that doesn't like the feeling of your toes being restricted. Like, I know for me, I would not wear a full compression sock inside my ballet slippers because I don't even like the feeling of tights in my slippers. So this is a great option because it kind of just slips over your foot like a brace, and you can either wear it inside your slipper or on the outside of your slipper. I tend to wear it on the outside when I'm wearing slippers, and then if I am doing point work and I already have my shoes on, I just slip them over my point shoes and they work just as great as wearing them inside your point shoes. So I absolutely love these. This pair that I'm holding, I think I've had for probably close to 3 years, and they're showing no signs of stopping. They are in great condition. They've held up super well. So I definitely recommend these, especially if you're someone who tends to have ankles that maybe feel a little unstable or tend to get fatigued. Like I know for me doing point work, or if I've done multiple days in a row of classes, my ankles will start to feel a little fatigued, a little bit wobbly sometimes. And so having this little bit of extra compression support around the ankle is so, so helpful for me. I also really, really heavily relied on these when I was coming back from having a minor ankle injury. I think for many of us, when we come back to class after being injured, it can be a very mental process where you're battling fear that you're going to re-injure it, you're just a little bit timid. And so I loved having these for just a little bit of extra support without sacrificing mobility and range of motion. Because these are way more flexible than a brace, I can still fully point my foot, do all the things I need to do in a ballet class, but they still give you that really supported feeling. So I think these are great not only just for day to day, but especially if you're coming back from an injury and you just want to give your body a little bit of extra support. I love these jewel socks. The other Apollo product I want to talk about is the K warmers. So these are their compressive leg warmers. If you're watching, again, I'll hold them up. They're very long. I'm a pretty short person. I'm 5'3". So these go all the way from the ankle all the way to the top of my leg. And I love these because they give me that full supported feeling all the way up my leg. I've also really noticed that when I wear these, I have less muscle soreness and fatigue after class. They also make these in black. I own them in this ballet pink color, and they do take a little bit of finessing to get on. You have to have a little bit more patience than a normal leg warmer, but I always think that the support and the feeling that you get having them on is totally worth the extra couple minutes of having to kind of shimmy them up your leg because they are very tight, but once you get them on, I think they're very comfortable and you can still fully bend your leg. They don't restrict your range of motion in any way. They just give you that nice pulled in feeling and really help with fatigue overall. So I absolutely love both of these products by Apollo, and I just think they are a great investment for taking care of your body in 2026. The next item I wanted to share with you guys is the Keep on Dancing necklace by Rose and Clay Jewelry. So I actually have this on if you're watching in the video. It is a gold pendant necklace with the words Keep on Dancing engraved on it. And I actually bought this for myself about a month ago in a season where I was kind of navigating some burnout and fatigue in my own ballet journey. And it just felt like such a timely reminder to keep on dancing. And so I really love this piece. And I think it would make such a special gift to give to a teacher or a classmate. It's one of those items that looks really expensive without actually being expensive. So this necklace is hypoallergenic, waterproof, and tarnish free. So I actually leave this on even when I dance. So again, I think it would be a great gift for a classmate or a teacher, and it just has a really special, almost heirloom quality about it. So I'll put the links to this item in the show notes, and you can also browse other pieces of her collection. She has some really beautiful ballet inspired things. If you have been listening to the podcast, you will have heard me interview her a couple weeks ago, Kelsey, and she is a fellow adult dancer. So a lot of her pieces have like a very ballet aesthetic to them. So I'll put the link in the show notes. And if you use the code after class, you will get 10% off your whole order. The next item on our holiday gift guide is Ants Recovery sneakers. So I actually got my first pair of these back in July, and I wear them almost every single day. So much so that I just got a second pair. So I originally had the black pair and I just got the white pair, which I'm so excited to have. And these are truly incredible. They were designed for dancers and they have an extra wide toe box, they have an adjustable strap for arch support, and then they even have a little pocket where you can slip an ice pack in, and they come with the ice pack. So if you have had a really tough class and your feet are tired, but you still have to run errands, you can literally slip an ice pack into these shoes and wear them out and about, no problem. Honestly, I think of everything on this gift guide, if there was one product that I would say treat yourself, it's these. I honestly wasn't even prepared for how much I was gonna love these to the point where I wear them almost every day. And the best part about buying these right now is that they are doing a 40% off sale for Black Friday. That's actually the highest discount that I have seen yet for Black Friday is 40%. So if you are wanting to take the plunge and try, now is the time. I will also include the link to these in the show notes. The code you can use is Bunhead BF40. So Bunhead BF as in Black Friday 40 is the code. Again, I'll put a link in the show notes and the link has the code embedded, but they come in black, white, and a really cool gray colorway also. So if you are thinking of something that you could get yourself that is practical but also stylish. I think these are really pretty in white. And then I also think the black is very sleek. I'll show you guys the black also. I think they both are super good looking sneakers. So they're not like ugly sneakers, even though they are recovery. They don't look gross. I've seen some recovery sneakers that, to be honest, I just think are not attractive enough to where I'd actually wear these. But I think these are a great looking shoe and you get all the benefits of the recovery side. I especially love these on days where I do point work because, if you do point, you know what it feels like to have your feet jammed into point shoes for an hour plus, and then putting these on where you have the nice wide toe box is actually an incredible feeling. So if you've been thinking about trying them out, now is the time. Code BUNHEADBF40. I will link it in the show notes as well. So the next item on the list is the Theragun Mini. This is a mini massage gun, and I've had mine for, I want to say, about 3 years, and it has held up so well. I've taken this all over the world with me because of its small size. You can literally hold it comfortably in one hand. It's so easy to travel with. So this is something that I just throw in my dance bag when I'm going to intensives or workshops. It's something that can easily go in a carry-on if you're traveling by plane. It's just an all around great tool for dancers. If you've been wanting to get a massage gun for yourself or one of your loved ones, it's actually on Black Friday sale on Amazon right now. So I will make sure to put the link in the show notes because it's a great time to pick one up. The next item on our gift guide that I could not speak more highly of is a membership to the Dancer Strong platform. This is an online platform with on demand strength, stretch, and mobility classes, as well as an option to attend live Zoom classes during the week. The platform is founded by Ali Christensen, and all of the workouts are coached by her. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, Ali is a regular guest. She is an amazing dance movement specialist who works specifically with adult dancers to help them achieve results in the studio. So I've personally been working with Ali for probably close to 3 years. And the results that I have gotten from working with her have just been amazing. She's helped me through rehabbing injuries, and she's helped me strengthen my body and really just bulletproof my body in a completely different way than I was when I first started dancing. When I first came back to ballet as an adult, I was just getting a lot of little injuries and aches and pains, and I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And it turns out that a lot of that was linked to a lack of strength in key areas. So Ali was the one who really has helped me do things like strengthen my core, strengthen my lower back, and help me find more stability in my body for things like pirouettes and point work. So I could not recommend her platform enough. I love that you can just jump on the computer and easily find a workout. Many of them are less than 15 minutes. So if you don't have a lot of time in your day, this is a great platform that will help you achieve results with not a lot of time. I think a lot of times we tend to think that you need an hour plus to get a really good workout in, but if you're doing the right exercises with the right form, you do not need that much time in a day to get strong. And this platform and working with Ali has really showed me that. So I'm going to put all of the links to this program in the show notes. If you use code after class, you can get $5 off a membership or a course. You can also just buy an on-demand course if you don't want to buy a full membership. She has courses on different topics. So I will put the link to her website so you can browse what those courses are. But I highly, highly recommend the monthly membership to her Dancer Strong platform. It also, like I mentioned earlier, it comes with the ability to join her live Zoom classes. So I actually do a strength class with her on Mondays and a mobility class with her on Wednesdays. And these are just 30-minute Zoom classes with other adult dancers where we jump on from our homes and she guides us through a little routine. So, again, on Mondays, it's strength. We do some tough workouts, and I have really seen those results translating in the studio, really increasing things like my leg strength, my upper body strength. So, those classes on Mondays are a butt kicker. They're fantastic. And then on Wednesdays, we do a mobility class. And this class, the best way I can describe it is this class to me feels like eating a slice of chocolate cake. It is just like yummy in the best sense. If you are a dancer, that probably means that you like the feeling of movement, you like the feeling of being present in your body. And this class is just 30 minutes of bliss, in my opinion, where you just get to connect with how your body is feeling. You get to move through ranges of motion in a really intentional way. And I always end that 30 minutes just feeling like a new woman. So I highly recommend that if you do jump into this platform, that you take advantage of those live Zoom classes as well. And those come free with your membership. So that's not an add-on. If you do the monthly membership, you get the Zoom classes for free. So again, I cannot speak highly enough about this platform. It has truly changed my body and changed my dancing. And going into 2026, I know many of us have goals of things like, improving our turns, getting more flexible, being able to have stronger jumps, higher extensions. Those are all things that she addresses in the platform through very specific and targeted workouts. So if you have big goals in 2026, the Dancer Strong platform is the perfect resource to help you achieve those goals. And last, but certainly not least on the list, is the Merit Lip Oil in the shade Jeté. I found this product earlier this year and I was browsing Sephora and I picked this up because I liked the color. And I looked at the bottom and I saw that it was called Jeté and of course had to buy it. It's actually so perfect for ballet class because Merit's lip oils are very hydrating, but they're not sticky and they give a really nice shine and light flush of color, but without being overkill. I personally like to go for more of a natural look in ballet class. I don't like to wear anything too heavy. And this has just been such a nice product to add to my ballet class beauty routine. So if you are looking for a great lip product that is elegant but not too much, this is a great option. I will link it in the show notes. It's available both in store and online at Sephora. And the fact that it's called Jeté and is in this gorgeous pinky peach color just makes it perfect for ballet dancers, in my opinion. So that is it. That is my adult ballet dancer holiday gift guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and it helped you as you're building your own lists for Christmas shopping, whether that's for something to get for yourself, a friend, a ballet teacher, a classmate. I hope that this was helpful for you. Again, these are all products and services that I use and love and stand behind and definitely recommend. So let me know if you end up trying any of these. As I mentioned, I have discount codes for a lot of the products I talked about, and those will all be in the show notes. I'm so thankful to all the brands that I reached out to that were willing to provide that for you guys. I know that the holidays can be an expensive time, and so I hope that these discount codes can help you save some money. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to support the show, you can join the After Class Corps de Ballet for just $3 a month through the listener support feature. It really helps keep the podcast going, and as a member, you'll even get a special shout out in future episodes. All the links mentioned in this episode, including the link to join the Corps, are included in the show notes. See you next week after class.